Hello students. Now in this session of video I will explain question number 1 and 2 and 3 of exercise 2.4 of chapter fractions and decimals. Now in question number 1 we have 6 questions. Now out of 6 I will explain sum number 1, 3 and 5, and rest of the 2 questions, or you can say rest of the 3 questions, would be your homework. That is all the even numbers, sum number 2, 4 and 6. Okay students, so this is also very easy. That is sum number 1 is what? 12 divided by 3 upon 4. So what is the conception we are having? So when you see this division sign is here, so what is the next step we have to do? See very carefully. Now in place of division we will write multiplication sign. And when we are putting multiplication sign in place of division, what will happen? The fraction which is on the right hand side will be reciprocal. Now what is the meaning of reciprocal then? Reciprocal means the denominator will now go to the numerator and the number which is in the numerator will now come to the denominator. So it will look like 4 by 3. As simple as this. Fine, we will not do any changes with the left hand side fraction, but with the right hand side fraction will always be reciprocal. Now this 12 is coming 1 as a denominator, isn't it? Now we will see that any number we can reduce or not. Definitely we can reduce. This 12 and 3 can be reduced. So 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12. So your required answer is 16. We will not write 16 by 1. Okay, we will just write 16. Now let's go with number 3. Number 3 would be what? Number 3 is 8 divided by 7 upon 3. Now again we will do the same thing. In place of multiplication, as in division, we will put multiplication sign. So now what will happen? Now this fraction will be reversed or reciprocal. That is 3 will go up and 7 will come down. So 3 by 7. Now can you reduce any of the number? No. Answer is no. So we just multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. So 8 3s are 24 and 7 1s are 7. Now if you ask, because it is in the improper form, we will give the answer in the mixed fraction form. So for that 7 3s are 21 and this would be the answer. 3 by 7. Okay. So now let's see sum number 5. Sum number 5 is also very easy. 3 divided by 2 1 by 3. Now it is in the mixed fraction form. So first we have to convert it into the improper form. That is division sign. 3 2s are 6 plus 1 7 upon 3. Now we will do the same thing. That is, in place of division we will put multiplication sign. It will change. So it will look like 3 upon 7. So we cannot reduce any of the number. So the final answer would be 3 into 3 is 9. 1 into 7 is 7. Convert this into the mixed fraction form. So your answer will be 1 2 by 7. Fine. The same way you have to do sum number 2, 4 and 6 also. Okay. So now let's move on to question number 2. So this is question number 2. Question number 2 is also very easy. Now what they have said in question number 1 is that they have given 7 fractions. Fine, 7 fractions. So as you see, I have only written sum number 1, 3, 5 and 7. So I am doing all the odd numbers. So for homework you have to do all the even numbers. Okay, it is very easy. Now for each sum, the first thing that you have to do is you have to reciprocal the fraction, and after that with the answer of, once you have done the reciprocal, with that answer you have to say whether the required fraction is a proper fraction, improper fraction or whole number. This is a simple thing that you have to do. Fine. So if I solve this one 3 by 7, so reciprocal of this one is what? The reciprocal would be 7 by 3, isn't it? So you will write not like this, we'll give an arrow like this. Okay, we'll write reciprocal. Fine, reciprocal. Okay, so 3 by 7 reciprocal is what? 7 by 3. Now this 7 by 3 is a proper fraction or improper fraction or whole number. So as we know that proper fraction is that fraction whose numerator is greater than the denominator. Proper fraction is what? Whose numerator is less than the denominator. That means numerator will be less, denominator will be larger. In improper fraction, numerator will be larger and denominator will be smaller, and whole number when you get the denominator as 1. Okay, so in this case it is improper fraction. So write improper fraction. Okay. So the reciprocal of 3 by 7 is 7 by 3 and 7 plus 3 is considered as improper fraction. Same thing we'll do with this reciprocal. Fine. So 9 by 7 reciprocal is what? 7 by 9. So now this time the numerator is less than the denominator. So it would be proper fraction. Same thing with number 5. We have to write reciprocal first. So 12 by 7 reciprocal is what? 7 by 12. It is again proper fraction. Proper fraction. Now last one, that is 1 by 11. Reciprocal of 1 by 11 is what? I know you all know. That is 11 by 1. And 11 by 1, what I said? In whole number case, you will always get the denominator as 1. So this is whole number. This is whole number. So this is what you have to do in question number 2. So now let's move on to the last sum for this session. That is sum number 3. So this is question number 3, students. So again in question number 3 we have 6 questions, and out of 6 questions I am doing only 3 questions, which are the odd numbers 1, 3 and 5, and you all have to do the even numbers as your homework. That is sum number 2, 4 and 6. Okay, so let's begin with question number 1. So 1 we have 7 by 3 divided by 2, isn't it? Now this 2 is carrying 1 as a denominator. So now you know what you have to do. So that is 7 by 3. In place of division we'll put multiplication, and when we do this the right hand side fraction gets reciprocal, that is 1 upon 2. So what will be the answer? 7 1 is 7 and 3 2 is 6. So if you want to give your answer in the mixed fraction form, most welcome. That is 1 by 6. Okay, so this is the answer of sum number 1. Let's do sum number 3. Sum number 3. Now sum number 3 we have 6 upon 13 divided by 7. Now 7 is carrying 1 as a denominator. So 6 by 13, in place of division we'll put multiplication sign, and it will be reciprocal 1 upon 7. So your required answer is what? 6 1 is a 6 and 13 7 is a 91. So we cannot turn this particular fraction into mixed fraction form, as because it is a proper fraction. Now let's do the last sum of today, that is 5. 5 is what? 3 1 by 2 divided by what? 4x. So now the first thing we have to convert this, that is 7 by 2 divided by 4 by 1. Now 4 by 1, 7 by 2 divided by into, it will be reciprocal 1 by 4. Now let's do the multiplication. 7 1 is 7, 4 2 is 8. So this is your required answer. This is also a proper fraction burst, so we cannot turn into the mixed fraction form. So this is the solution of sum number 3. That's it, boys. Thank you very much. All of you take care. God bless you all and stay blessed.